My first move was simple, almost too simple. I moved out. I didn't scream. I didn't argue. I didn't leave a dramatic letter behind. I simply packed my bags one morning, the important ones, and left the house while he was still on his business trip with Angela. I moved into a French service apartment across town, blocked Kenneth on every platform, and disappeared. No fights, no explanations, just absence. And oh, how powerful absence can be. The first call came that night, unknown number. I ignored it. The second call, the third. By the fifth call, my friend Anita was laughing so hard she nearly fell off the couch. Chidima, you're wicked though, she giggled. For this kind of wickedness, I love it. I smiled, sipping my wine. Let him panic. Let him burn. By the second day, the text messages started flooding in. Baby, please call me. Where are you? Are you okay? Chidi, please pick up. I'm losing my mind. And then a message from Angela. You think leaving him will keep him? You're making it easy for me. Good riddance. I laughed. The poor girl had no idea she was standing on a quicksand, and I was the one pouring the water. Because while Kenneth was busy searching for me, I was working behind the scenes, breaking him piece by piece. First, I froze our joint accounts, all of them. By law, as his legally wedded wife, I had rights, and he, foolishly, had given me full access. His salary locked, his savings frozen, his investment flagged for review. Within 24 hours, Kenneth couldn't withdraw a kobo without my signature. Let him go and ask Angela to fund his champagne lifestyle. Next, I made a quiet visit to his parents, my in-laws. The look of horror on Mama Kenneth's face when I broke down the whole story, complete with pictures, could have won an Oscar. My son. With that thing, she wailed. I said nothing, just pressed the photos into her trembling hands and quietly left. I had planted the seed, and it would grow into a scandal Kenneth would never control. By the end of the week, Kenneth was a broken man. He finally found me, stormed into the service apartment one evening, wide-eyed, unshaven, desperate. Chidima, please, he begged, falling to his knees right there in the sitting room. I was stupid. I was confused. She meant nothing. It is you I love. I looked down at him, the man I had loved, the man who betrayed me, now reduced to a pleading shadow. For a moment, just a brief moment, my heart softened. Then I remembered the lies, the sneaking around, the cruel gaslighting, and I smiled sweetly. I'm so sorry, Kenneth, I whispered, brushing past him. But you made your choice. Now live with it. As I closed the door gently behind him, I heard him sob. Real broken sob that shook the walls. But I didn't turn back. Not this time. Because I wasn't just stealing my husband back from his mistress anymore. I was stealing myself back from him. And honestly, it felt damn good. Just when I thought the storm was over, Angela reminded me who she truly was. A wounded animal willing to bite anything in her rage. She wasn't just angry that Kenneth was groveling at my feet. She was furious that her carefully constructed fantasy had collapsed. And like a cornered snake, she struck. It started with rumors, ugly, vicious whispers spreading like wildfire. That I was infertile, that I had chased Kenneth into Angela's arms for being cold and frigid, that I was mentally unstable and needed help. Friends started calling. Acquaintances looked at me differently. At first, I laughed. Then I realized that Angela wasn't just attacking my marriage. She was coming for my reputation. I could have fought back publicly, posted receipts, exposed every dirty detail. But that was what Angela wanted. A messy, dirty public one. I refused to give her the satisfaction. Instead, I chose something she never expected. Silence and precision. because I knew one thing Angela didn't know. Kenneth still loved me. And nothing eats a mistress alive faster than being abandoned. 3 weeks after Kenneth's pathetic plea at the service apartment, he showed up again, different this time, broken, ashamed, humbled. He didn't beg. He didn't plead. Just dropped to his knees, tears streaming down his face, and whispered, "Please, Chidima, I've lost everything. My money, my reputation, my family. But losing you, that's what is killing me." For the first time in a long time, I believed him. Not because he said it, but because I could see it. True regret changes a man's eyes. I took a deep breath. "Kenneth," I said softly, "I don't hate you, but love isn't enough. Respect matters. Truth matters." He nodded like a man sentenced to death. "I'll spend the rest of my life making it up to you," he promised. And for the first time, he didn't sound like he was rehearsing a line. He sounded like a man who knew he had lost the best thing he ever had. And as for Angela, the final blow came quicker than I even expected. After Kenneth refused to see her, she started stalking him, sending embarrassing messages, leaking their private photos online, begging mutual friends to intervene. It only made her look pathetic, desperate, exactly what she was. Within months, she lost everything too. Her job. Her boss found out about her affair with a married man and fired her. Her rented apartment, she couldn't afford it without Kenneth funding her lifestyle. Her social standing. Nobody wanted to be associated with a homewrecker who couldn't even secure the bag successfully. Angela faded into obscurity like a bad stain scrubbed off clean. And I rose like a phoenix from ashes. I didn't rush back into marriage with Kenneth. No, he had to earn every second of my forgiveness. He started from the bottom, attending counseling seasons, showing up for marriage therapy, cutting off toxic friends. He changed his phone number, blocked every woman he ever flirted with, gave me full transparency. He rebuilt me brick by brick, and slowly, cautiously, I opened the door again. Not because I needed him, but because I chose him. Eyes wide open this time, not out of weakness, out of strength. 6 months later, we renewed our vows in a small private ceremony. No extravagant guests, no rented celebrities, just family, close friends, and a quite powerful promise. Never again. Looking back now, I realized something. I didn't just steal my husband from his mistress. I stole back my dignity. I stole back my worth. I stole back my peace. And in the end, that was the real victory. Not getting Kenneth back, but getting myself back.